If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here's the patience and the faith of the
I have no
saints.
love for police, cause I can't trust the police. Not the way they kill my brothers in the streets. I pray the Most High have mercy on me while he cursed that wicked beast. Yeah, I cursed that wicked beast for shedding innocent blood in the streets. Sword for sword, eye for eye to the beast. I pray the Messiah return so we can get vengeance on our enemy. I pray the Most High have mercy on me. Forgive me for my sin, the ones I do and don't see. But please do something about these crooked police. The way they killing Hebrews, leave us dead in the streets. No cover, no sheet, no rest, no peace. We survive every day in the belly of the beast. How with the Billy, Flip Billy never made it home to eat. Or they mothers dressed in black with tears rolling off her cheek. You gon' reap what you sow, and you know your wicked heart turned cold till it froze. There's a moral of the story, this is how it goes. The Messiah's returning for your blood and your soul. I have no love for police, cause I can't trust the police. Not the way they kill my brothers in the streets. I pray the Most High have mercy on me while he cursed that wicked beast. Yeah, I cursed that wicked beast for shedding innocent blood in the streets. Sword for sword, eye for eye to the beast. I pray the Messiah return so we can get vengeance on our enemy. The prosecutor and the judge, to all the wicked ones that hold that grudge, the same one that Esau held with Jacob. Christ said, for his sake the whole world gon' hate ya. The mayor and the government, the people and the immigrants, from lawmakers to that wretched ass president. Seem like they done made the call to go ahead and kill us all. Hold on, Zion, be strong, cause we ain't got long in these last days. So repent and try to turn from your wicked ways. I know one thing, the enemy gets slain for everything that he did to the children of the slaves. I have no love for police, cause I can't trust the police. Not the way they kill my brothers in the streets. I pray the Most High have mercy on me while he cursed that wicked beast. Yeah, I cursed that wicked beast for shedding innocent blood in the streets. Sword for sword, eye for eye to the beast. I pray the Messiah return so we can get vengeance on our enemy.
You think you got away with it in this world, but it's a price to pay in the world to come. Know that. Everything you did, you gon' get back 1,000 times.
Shalom, shalom. Leave it alone. Don't worry about it.
Shalom, Zion.
We hope y'all Shabbat been good. Hope everybody enjoyed it. Shout out to Linzel. Shalom, Linzel. Shalom, Mariah.
Shalom,
Appreciate y'all
brother.
being here with us tonight.
All praise to the Most High for the brothers and sisters, for the nation, the descendants of the slaves, scattered
praise.
around the four corners of this earth.
All praises, all praises.
We thank the Most High for another Shabbat. We definitely got some rest. I spent some time in the New Testament. I don't know if you noticed about me, but I am a Old Testament person. I'm not on them Old Testament only type of people, but if I just had to be honest, I guess I find myself always in the Old Testament, so I have to force myself to study in the New. So I spent some time in 2 Timothy today. Told you about that.
Yeah, well, I'll be back and forth. I'll be all over the Bible.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Precept upon precept.
Yeah. I just realized that about myself. Like I just always flock to the Old Testament. I have to literally beam in like, no, you need to be in the New Testament. Spend some time. You can go back and look at your favorite scriptures, but spend some time in the New Testament to have that balance. So All praise to the Most High for that.
Yeah, because a lot of times, you know, a lot of people don't think that the New Testament is credible. You know,
Some
Paul
Hebrews,
writings, yeah,
some Hebrews are on that, and then you have the Christians who only think the New Testament is valid.
Right,
So I just
yeah.
want to be clear. I believe in the whole book.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying I've noticed this about myself that if you ask me my favorite scriptures, favorite books, it's gonna be Old Testament. I constantly am in the Old Testament, and I have to make a conscious effort to get to study more in the New Testament. That's my flaw.
right. But it's a lot of things been going on.
As always, the Most High done turned it up.
As always, you're right. He didn't turn it up, and it's like Trump doing he doing a lot of things, man.
Him and,
This-
and the VP, Elon Musk.
Right, this dude, you know what I'm saying? He stay working. It seemed like he stay working 24 hours, 7 days a week.
I seen a video of Trump years ago when he said he only sleep like 4 or 5 hours a day.
Yeah, he stay doing something and shit.
Something about Trump energy seemed weird to me compared to the first time. I don't know if it's just because he gotten older, but something just seemed different, but I can't put my finger on it.
Lindsay said, did y'all hear about Trump doing away with the police misconduct database? We got that on deck, brother.
Yep, shout out
You
to
best believe.
Orion, or was it? I thought Lindsay
No,
sent it.
Lindsay sent that.
Oh yeah,
I think
yeah.
it-
We
yeah,
got
it's
that
Lindsay.
after you sent it to us. We looked into it and we got a video pulled up. So we appreciate
sure.
you for putting us up on game because we heard it from you first, and then we seen your girl did a video on it last
Yeah,
night.
Deborah
but
did
we
the
missed
video
her
on it,
video.
yeah,
So yeah, we appreciate you. We hadn't heard about it till you hit us up. So.
Right. What else?
It's a lot going on. You still got
is.
the deportations. ICE still kicking in people those left and right. You have divisions among the nations.
Right, especially you know, Trump and Europe over there, Ukraine and all that stuff going on over there.
We,
But go ahead.
you got talks about them throwing us a couple dollars. Y'all heard about that?
Oh yeah, something about $5,000 that they're gonna give up Doge.
Yeah, they supposed to be throwing us a couple dollars, and then you know you got bootlicking trustees talking stuff. Nah, y'all don't like Trump. Don't take no money. What?
Araya said Vance went to the Munich Security Conference and basically said U.S. don't align with Europe. Hey, we see it happening right in our face.
I don't know if I put that video in the rotation, but I seen something. Gosh, oh, go ahead. Let me get my thoughts together.
Okay, but yeah, I mean, man, we can see it, you know, in our face that it's about to be a beef between United States
Yeah.
and Europe.
In a nutshell.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
But again, it's prophesied. You know what I'm saying? It's expected to happen.
I think we're gonna talk about it, but you know they're having the talks about ending the war, which I know they've been
Right.
doing that.
Right.
But you know that Zelensky was not invited to the first round of peace
exactly,
talks,
right.
and he got a problem with that.
Yeah, and then, you know, they said something about all the money that's been sent over there, and Zelensky saying that, half of the money is not accounted for? They don't know where that money went to?
Sound about
You
right?
know what I'm saying?
I
It's
am
like,
not surprised.
and then they say Ukraine is the most corrupt country in the whole world.
Are you serious?
Yeah, they're the most corrupt country in the whole world. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
You would think, you know, them heathen bastards over there,
That's why I said I'm not
they
surprised.
they greedy as hell. Right?
Most governments, nonprofits, they funnel money. Remember what happened with Haiti and the Clintons?
Exactly, right.
Red Cross, these people be stealing money. The money doesn't get into the hands of those who really need it.
It's nothing new under the sun.
Exactly.
They've been doing it, you know, for centuries or whatnot.
That's why a lot of people are leery about donating to these big nonprofits. Most people rather buy stuff or put it directly in the hands of the people, because once you give that money, just like we've been seeing the same ads for starving kids in Africa with flies around them and all that.
Exactly.
They ain't sending them people in them villages ain't getting that money. They probably getting a bag of rice.
Exactly.
You know how it go.
Right. But let's go on and get it started, y'all. Let's get
All right.
into these subjects, into these topics. And where you want to go first?
Let's start with Linzel, the lady, the video. This is what, it's not your video, but this is the lady breaking down. Same thing
Right.
about the police.
So we're going to get into this. Y'all know we'll be right back.
Just ordered the database that holds all of the misconduct for all federal police officers to be completely deleted. And they did it. And this is something that Black Americans fought for after the George Floyd murder. And it's absolutely insane. The Federal Police Misconduct Database, known as the National Law Enforcement Accountability Database, or NLEAD, was introduced under the Biden administration as part of like an executive order that was basically going to increase accountability and make transparency in the law enforcement. They wanted to make sure that federal agencies following national protests over police violence were tracked. Main part about this database is intended to track officers' misconduct, including things like excessive force, termination, or decertifications, with the goal of improving oversight and preventing problematic officers from being rehired within other departments. Leading this database literally took away all accountability that we were able to build from 2022 until now. Please tell me why you think this man gives a damn about us.
All right. I looked at a video today. I think it was today or it might have been yesterday. But it was this brother, he was speaking, and he was talking about the same issues, with this whole police thing. And at the end of the video, he was like, y'all, we got to get up out of here. He said, we got to get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? And again, me, myself, I feel like, and it's just my feelings, I could be wrong, but I feel like the Most High, he going to push our people out of America. So he can go on here and take care of this business that he got to take care of in America. And you know what I'm saying? Get his recompense back.
Well, I absolutely agree with you, because the scriptures tell us, to put it in layman's terms, there's an expiration date on the children of Israel being in Babylon.
Facts.
Whenever we were exiled from our homeland and sent to live and dwell amongst the nations, it was always an expiration date.
Right, exactly, right.
So just like in, whose time was that? Was it
What?
Jeremiah or Daniel? During one of those exiles, I think it was in the Babylonian exile, where the scripture that talk about we need to like build houses, build vineyards, gardens, like y'all gonna be there for a minute.
Right.
So I mean, there's an expiration date on being amongst the other nations. We have to come back to the Most High. We have to separate. We're not supposed to be around them, dwelling amongst them, because they're heathens. They worship other gods. So at some point, we have to separate ourselves from them physically. We all know about the spiritual separation, our customs, but at some point we have to physically get away from these people.
Right, exactly.
And go and worship our God.
Right, because this is white supremacy on steroids. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know what the hell wrong with our people, especially the people who voted for Trump or even voted, period. You know what I'm saying? Because they depending on a government to save them, but the government ain't doing shit but making it hard and oppressing our people or whatnot.
Trump's administration is letting anybody know, in case anybody thought anything different, who and what he cares about. And it's not no quote unquote minority.
Exactly.
But speaking of white supremacy on steroids, I want to throw this in. Speaking of, in honor of Black History Month, I've been digging around online, and I'm seeing a lot of content centered around how horrible the heathen devil woman is, specifically towards black men during slavery. Now, we all knew it, but I'm starting to see more content, like more information coming out about how they're saying that the white woman was worse than the white man against the black man. So in terms of like buck breaking, sexual deviousness, that type of stuff, I'm seeing a lot of that.
Well, I mean, you know, it's a lot of things that
Was done in the dark,
right,
that's coming to light. All praise
that
to the
they
Most
keep
High.
they keep from us, and you know, that's buried under the ground
Yeah.
and everything. You know what I'm saying? That we probably would be like, God damn, you know, and like our people probably need to see that shit for them to change their mind and get their mind to where, okay, it's about our people or whatnot, you know.
Yeah, and to help some of the people who still want to lay down with these people,
Exactly.
who want to
Right.
create children. You know, you have a lot of more high-profile Hebrews who want to get with these beasts and lay with them and make children with them and everything. So I just found it interesting because it's something I heard of, but I feel like it's more content centered around what the white woman was doing.
Right. And another thing, as far as with our sisters and whatnot, and laying down with these devils, you know, having children with these devils. Serena Williams, Candace Owens, you know, you got a lot of women
The
of
Maury
our sisters.
twin.
Yeah, the twin.
I mean,
them
even
twins.
though they daddy white.
They Edomite,
so,
yeah. So, yeah, well, you know, y'all know, you know, who they are or whatnot. And,
Eve.
right, Eve, yeah, you know. And it's, with Eve, that was for money. You know what I'm saying? She married a billionaire, millionaire, whatever it was and shit. But, go ahead, baby. Let me see what this is.
Yeah, I'm sorry to get us off topic. That was something that I wanted to speak on. But yeah, so basically, this is Trump giving them good old boys a green light to cut them body cams off, do what they do, and no accountability.
Okay, we got another comment. This is a comment from Richard Johnson, and he asking us what country we live in. Well,
Shalom, brother.
Shalom, brother. There's somebody new here. We never, you know, seen his name before, but we're in Africa right now. We're in Ghana, Africa right now. When we stayed in America, we only been here for about 4 months. So we're in Ghana, Africa. That's where we are right now. But yeah. Speaking of Candace Owens, we got some. I don't know if y'all been seeing this before, but Candace Owens has done a documentary with what's the president of France name?
Macron.
Macron or Macroni, whatever his name is. Let's just look at the video and then we'll come back and we're gonna discuss this.
Y'all, we about to go down the rabbit hole on this one.
We're about to go down the rabbit hole. So we'll be right back. As y'all know.
Something weird has been going on in France for quite some time. First and foremost, people being told that Brigitte is this little girl in the lap of her mother sitting here in the front. But the public, just quickly taking a glance here, thought, wait a second, Brigitte looks more like that little boy on the far left. And wait a second, who is that little boy on the far left? Despite so much press surrounding Brigitte, her life, her married life, her being a teacher, there was no mention of the boy on the far left, okay? There had been only one brother that was publicly accounted for, Brigitte's older brother. He is the one standing in the back. That is Jean-Claude. And the interested public were now being introduced suddenly to a second mysterious brother, and they would find out that his name was Jean-Michel Trogneau. Jean-Michel Trogneau, who seems to be missing, has a son named Jean-Jacques, who is not missing. And I'm going to just give you a side-by-side of Jean-Jacques and Emmanuel Macron. And here's another one of Jean-Jacques and Emmanuel Macron. Now, these two are not related, That is Jean-Michel Trogneau's son. This is not the Macron side of the family, okay? It is just amazing. But ladies and gentlemen, do not believe your own eyes.
Candace Owens has stirred controversy by questioning Brigitte Macron's background, particularly pointing out the alleged lack of childhood or teenage photographs of the French First Lady. This has fueled speculation among some circles that her true identity might be hidden. Owens and others who entertain this theory suggest that there are gaps in Brigitte's personal history, and they question why there seems to be limited public documentation of her earlier years. Adding to the speculation, some have pointed out that Brigitte's nephew, Jean-Jacques Trogneux, bears a striking resemblance to Emmanuel Macron. This has led to wild theories that question the official narrative of the Macron family. Furthermore, skeptics claim that Brigitte's brother, Jean-Michel Trogneux, is curiously absent from public life, with little to no known photos of him, which fuels more suspicion. Of course, these claims remain highly controversial and are widely dismissed by mainstream media. As with any controversial topic, the public is encouraged to do their own research, verify claims from multiple sources, and form their own opinions based on credible evidence.
Man, now y'all see this, right? Man, when I looked at this, and we got a question too that we're gonna get to, but when I looked at this, I'm like, wait a minute, man, this is getting real crazy, ain't it? You know what I'm saying?
This what day and time we living in, though.
Exactly right. A lot of things is getting exposed. A lot.
A lot of see, it's hard for our minds to receive and comprehend this because this level of wickedness and evilness is not something that Hebrew Israelites or black people have been on. Nowadays, more of our people own this because, again, Esau is promoting it and pushing it, but they've been doing this.
Exactly right.
This ain't nothing new for them.
It's not, and by me seeing this, and Candace Owens bringing this out or whatever, it's been a lot of talk because I went to the comments. There's been a lot of talk about Michelle Obama and Obama or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And me and my wife, we've been we don't believe that she's a woman or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And me personally, I feel like you the president. What dog do you have in this fight as far as a man marrying a man and a woman marrying a woman? You know what I'm saying? What fight do you have in this? You know what I'm saying? You got your wife and all that. That shouldn't be none of your business. You should move on to other things, the other more important things. Abortion, other important things. But for you to stick your nose in that business there, it got me like, man, there's something fishy around here. It's something suspicious around here, And another thing too, as far as even if Michelle Obama is a real woman or whatever, you don't got no fight in this situation as far as a man marrying a man and a woman marrying a woman. I look at any man with a wife, you know what I'm saying? I look at them funny as hell for y'all to be sticking y'all nose in that type of business or not looking at this like that's not right. You know what I'm saying? That's not cool. We shouldn't be promoting this. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, we got to think about the generation that's coming after us or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And letting them know this is not okay. But it's the other way around. They letting them know that you can do what you want. You can be who you want. You can marry who you want. You know what I'm saying? But, I mean, this whole thing is getting crazier and crazier. The president of France, he's supposed to offer Candace Owens like $5 million and $50,000 every month for the rest of her life if she just dropped this whole documentary or whatever. And I'm like, God damn, if you doing this and offering this, then it got to be some,
Candace Owens is a valid journalist.
Exactly,
She's a
right.
professional. So, this story is It's just breaking. We're gonna see what's gonna happen in the future.
But they said she been on this for about a year now.
She did her research.
Yeah, and people, a lot of people who've been covering this story, whatever, says, now Candace Owens, she do her research. She just don't throw shit out there, you know what I'm saying, and think, you know, that it's nothing or whatever. She do her research, you know. She's a very eloquent woman, you know, eloquently speaking woman or whatever, and she know what she doing or whatnot.
Yeah, I mean, I think for a lot of us, we're a little bit shocked, but we're not too surprised because we know this type of stuff is in their nature for them to take a young boy and for whatever reason turn him into a female and push him out there and promote him as a wife of a political figure. But I think the rabbit hole goes even deeper. Is you getting into that?
As far as, oh yeah, and then this woman, supposedly his wife, is supposed to be his father. This is crazy and sick, man. It's like, man, what the hell is this, man? This is the goddamn Addams Family or something?
The Twilight Zone. And people wonder why the Old Testament takes the time to break down, thou shalt not uncover thy brother's nakedness, thy sister's nakedness. The Most High had Moses take the time to write all of that down because he knew what was going to happen in the earth. Now, these are our customs and laws. It wasn't given to the white man, but we all see how they get down.
Right. Now, hold on. I want to read this scripture that Linzel put up. As for us, our eyes as yet fail for our vain help, and our watching we have watched for a nation that cannot save us. And that's all day, man. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But our people, you know, they depend on the government, though.
Mm-hmm. That scripture takes me back to the first clip, that information you sent us, as far as Trump banning that police database. They not trying to save us. They not trying to look out for us. They're about to turn it up in every aspect, from civilian, just regular civilian disputes to things going on in the air, you know, to food, poisoning the food, to government or authorities versus the people. Every aspect of life you can think of is being turned up in a negative way. I'm even seeing Edomites make content talking about how they regret their decision. They don't like all this stuff that Trump is doing. But he in there now.
He in there now.
Unless they take him out.
Unless they take him out. Unless they
you want
take
to go
him
ahead and address that?
What's that? This right here?
Nuh-uh.
Oh yeah, okay, no, I thought you was gonna do it.
Okay, so Brother Richard.
We can tell him to send an email if we want to get, you know what I'm saying, like.
If you want to go more in depth, hit us up on the email and we can talk you through it. But basically, just to keep it quick, to not interrupt the live too much, if you own a budget, the best thing you can do is get on a website called Jiji, Jiji. Go on there, and it's basically like a Craigslist type of thing. You can go on there and look at rental properties. You can look at everything and see how much stuff costs. So however much money you working with, you can look on there. Jiji is for Ghana and I think Nigeria. Now I don't know exactly where you're trying to go. I'm just gonna assume maybe Ghana or somewhere. But you need to find out what everything costs, because you said you work with a limited budget. You need to factor in your documents. I don't know if you have your passport, your visa, your airplane ticket, and then whatever you're working with after that. That'll let you know what your quality of life and your living standards gonna be when you get on Jiji and you see, okay, I like this house. This is how much it costs to rent this place. That'll help you with your budget to price things out before you take the leap. And then another thing would be to have a monthly income, especially if you're not working with a lot of money initially. Having money coming in every month is going to be a blessing. I do know that some brews have communities that you can kind of link up with people and maybe do like a more community living, but I don't know if it's going to be, you know, the standard of living. Everybody's standard of living is different.
Right, and I just put the email in the chat. So if you can look in the chat, you can get that email.
And we can get, more into detail on your situation and try to advise you. But the best thing I can tell you, wherever you're trying to go, you need to get online and find out their like buy and sell marketplace type of stuff, like Gigi, so you can see how much things cost and then plan your, based on your budget like that.
Right, and then, just again, hit the email, and you got questions for us or whatever, maybe we can set up some type of call or something like that. You can get on here on the VMix call or something like that, and we can talk about it and discuss a little further on, leaving that place or whatever, if that's what you want to do. But this whole, Candace Owens and her bringing, me myself though, I can't wait to, they bring out the Obamas or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait, because
it's coming out, but it's like they block it from being more mainstream.
Right, yeah.
It's like only people who really in the know, seeking out the information, know it. You have people who, like, especially old heads, they will not believe it for nothing.
Right, exactly. But just like I said, I checked the comments in this Candace Owens video, and a lot of people was bringing up Michelle Obama, calling her Mike, and you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, man, I ain't the only one who think this, you know what I'm saying? I'm
To be at a certain level in the world, because not just America, to be at a certain level, to get a certain level of power and money, there is a sacrifice that has to be made.
Right.
And it just is what it is. It's not talent. It's not, you just married into wealth. No, people's spouses are picked for them. We always wonder why celebrities date in the same pool, why they don't date regular people or marry regular people, because they are picked for you. You can't be no hardcore Bible believing, keeping the commandments person married to one of these politicians. The sacrifices that these people have to make, the deals with the devil, they can't have light and dark don't mix. Everybody has to be dark.
Right, exactly. Arise said, I posted an article about a heathen wench was arrested for having sex with her dogs. And this heathen man posted that what Michael Vick did with dog fighting is way worse. Damn. Evil and disgusting people. These people are through. So that's all he had to, that's all was his get back, was to try to say that was worse than somebody sleeping with a goddamn animal?
Instead of taking accountability of your fellow white whore, you want to bring in this brute who did his time. He paid his, he did his retribution or whatever you want to call it. He paid his, he served his, what I'm trying to say. Instead of taking accountability for how filthy your women are, you want to bring up Michael Vick.
Exactly, you want to bring up Michael Vick. Like, and that happened like decades ago. Yeah, it happened decades ago, and you want to bring that up about Michael Vick or whatever?
To downplay how nasty y'all women are.
Right. Man, it's that's just unbelievable,
but people want to lay with them.
Right, exactly.
Make babies with them.
They goddamn lay down with a goddamn beast.
This was a witch, right?
Wench.
Oh, wench. Okay,
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I seen a video now. It looked like a brew, but he was about to get it in with a goat, I believe. Did you see that? But the man caught him, was recording him, and he stopped and ran away.
Yeah, I've seen that shit.
All forms of wickedness is on the rise.
Right, exactly. Lindsay shared the scripture with us. This is Hebrews 12 and 16. Lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau.
See, that's what I be trying to say. It's like some of our people have blinders on. They can't see these people. They will not accept it.
That's what I'm saying,
They are determined to believe that it's not all of them. It's some good ones. Even repentant Hebrew Israelites who got channels and churches, They sit up and make videos telling you better not hate the white man, and
Yes.
where did God tell you to hate the white man? That's your brother, and they gonna be grafted in the kingdom. I be like,
Was that what you was watching today?
Yesterday. I'm like,
Yesterday?
let me scroll up off this video.
That black and gold people?
No, not them.
Not them?
Not them.
No.
I think they might have said something about it, but your girl and then old boy.
Yeah, they need to, you know what I'm saying. And these people that I look at, like, okay, they got a little knowledge on the scriptures.
Yes.
But it's like you can't see as far as the people that's gonna be grafted back in, it's Israel.
Now,
that's that olive tree.
One of them is married to an Edomite, so I mean, hey.
Yeah.
But the other couple,
I expect that from people.
I don't understand that.
I expect that from people who married to Edomites or whatever, to
They won't
try to
save
take
their
up for them or whatever. But people with who don't, I feel like they doing it for the money. To save face for the people probably sending them money, or you know what I'm saying, watching them or whatever,
And they want to. This is a big problem I think we have. We want to make white people feel comfortable. We don't want them to feel uncomfortable.
I want them to feel uncomfortable.
I've had someone tell me that some of the things that I said, this on my other channel, some of the things that I've said about white people, I'm like racist and things like that, and I had to educate them. Loving my own people is not a new concept. I didn't invent that. There are plenty of groups of people who love their own and they're only concerned about their own. It's not my job to make other people feel comfortable.
Right.
That's never something that the Lord put on me. Now, he did say, be at peace with all men, and that vengeance was his. But there's no scripture that says I need to try to make the oppressor feel comfortable.
Right.
So I'm not going to try to do that.
Or we can't talk about, the things that they done to our people and that they continue to do to our people.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, if you say things like that or bring up the past and all that, then you hate these people. You know what I'm saying? No. These people show us that they hate us every goddamn day.
Yes.
By doing things to us. We just talking. They're putting things in action.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So, I'll be like, the hell with people. They can think what they want to think. They can say I'm racist or whatever, then okay, so be it then. But
Yeah.
I'm for my people at the end of the day. I'm for my people. The hell with everybody else, man. My people, you know what I'm saying, been through a whole lot, goddammit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And I try to be as patient to my people as possible. My wife is my witness. I'm patient with my people because, goddammit, my people been through a whole lot. And I don't give a damn who, if they want to say I'm racist or whatever, then so goddamn be it.
I want to add something to that when you said all of the stuff they do to us. Now let's keep it real. It's Black History Month, so you have people who are still asleep, who are not repentant, keeping the commandments, putting information out, right? Because this is the month, even though they said Trump trying to cancel Black History Month.
Right.
But when you look at some of the stories, the little known history facts, I remember when I was a kid, my dad used to listen to Tom Joyner morning show on the radio in the car. And Tom Joyner every morning would play a little known Black history fact. And when you listen to these things, it's like you said, the stuff that they have done and continue to do to us, what is it about our people that want to make them feel comfortable and accepted and like it's okay? We forgive y'all. Why do we, that's the level of brainwashing and Stockholm syndrome that our people have. There's no way that I'm going to try to make anybody feel comfortable. If you feel uncomfortable by a history fact, a truth, then that speaks volumes of you and your kind. But I don't need to try to water down history or water down the way that I feel or perceive the things that's happened to my people to make the accuser feel comfortable.
Exactly right.
I would never do anything like that. If you can't take what your ancestors have done, that's on you, because my ancestors had to take what y'all did. I just seen a picture last night of a lynching prior to it happening, and it was they took the photo. It was probably about 6 white guys standing there with the brother they was about to hang, and he was smiling in the photo. And most of the people who were commenting saying, y'all know they forced him to smile, right? Because who's smiling before they're about to be executed? A 9.9 out of 10, he was innocent. But just think about the psychological torture. We about to hang you. The rope was around his neck, and he was smiling. Why would I try to make people feel comfortable about this? I'm not comfortable when I look at that image. So if you uncomfortable, good. We both gonna be uncomfortable, as my husband would say.
Right, exactly. Right, and we have yet to go and visit the slave dungeons. You know what I'm saying? So as far as us, doing that, the after effects, you know what I'm saying? Y'all think that, we I guess you want to call it, they're racist or whatever they want to call it. Just think about how it's going to be after we go to them slave dungeons. Just, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just gonna leave that there. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of our people need to go and see that. You know what I'm saying? So they can
get that love for the oppressor up out of you.
Exactly right. Like you got to know who you dealing with. Our people don't know who they dealing with.
They forgot
exactly.
because of integration.
Exactly right. That was the worst thing that we ever could do as a nation or whatnot, is integrate with these goddamn devils.
And that's part of my notes. I want to bring out discrimination, or what the scriptures call a perpetual hatred that these people have for us. I've been looking into a lot of wrongfully convicted stories, how they lock up this one black man I was watching. He got locked up for 44 years, innocent.
Right, exactly. All right, let me read this one. Lindsay said, we're supposed to be crying out to the Most High to end this captivity, but they're holding hands with the oppressor. Is just confusing to me. Exactly right. It's like, goddamn, y'all don't see, y'all forgot, who we dealing with or whatnot. And then Lindsay, Araya, he just commented and he said, LOL, mom just to drive me to school listening to, mom used to drive me to school listening to that station. Forgot about that show.
Yeah, I didn't, as a kid, you don't want to hear what your parents listen to. But when they would do the little known Black History fact, it always kind of got my attention. So I appreciate the Tom Joyner morning show for that. Because you get a lot of it in February. So I can appreciate people who stick to it throughout the year to help educate us.
Right, and Araya also, he put up as far as, where this word picnic came from.
Yeah, I've heard about that.
Pick a nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, man, you can go anywhere. And you know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, this is what this is for, and it's all here right now.
The nursery rhymes.
Yeah, right.
The Star Spangled Banner.
The Star Spangled Banner, exactly, right.
Yeah, you find out the truth that's been hidden, but that's the scripture say what's done in the dark is going to come to the light, and we're seeing it. And we're having a natural response to it. These the people that did us wrong. They the enemy. But you have a big portion of our people who don't see it that way. You need to let that go. That's a long time ago.
Exactly. Araya said Trump made a black woman that was pardoned to be a pardoned Khazar. I'm a Khazar? Is it you talking about?
Meaning she had to convert to Judaism?
Is that what you're trying to say, Araya?
Let me see. Trump made a black woman that was pardoned to be saying that she had to convert. Is that I'm not exactly sure.
Yeah, you gotta fill us a little bit more in on that one. But man, these people will lock our ancestors up and they ain't committed no crime. I don't know if I could just finish that thought real quick. Oh, he said she was appointed to the administration.
Oh. After she got,
After she got pardoned, yeah.
well, then
Damn.
you know she taking orders.
Oh yeah,
She got to do it with them.
off the rip. She got to, you know what I'm saying? Whatever she got to do. Whatever she got to do. But man, these people, man. She said to pardon prisoners. She's administration to pardon prisoners.
Oh, okay.
But man, it's
I mean, if it's our people getting pardoned,
yeah, that's
hey.
hey, we all for
because
that.
like I was saying, I don't know if I got time.
Go ahead.
It was a brother. He had been locked up for 44 years, innocent, and they gave him $750,000. They was interviewing him about it. And he said, and they basically, you know, do you feel like it balanced out you because all this money you got? And he said, well, you be the judge. And he said, all I wanted to do was see my parents again. He said, my father died a few years before I got out, and my father's dying word to my sister was, tell Ronnie, you know, the man, that I held on long as I could. I tried. I tried to get him out. I tried to do everything I could to get him out. His daddy died. 30 days before his release, his mama died. And his sister told him his mama's last dying words towards him was, is Ronnie out? Did Ronnie get out yet? And then the mother died. 30 days later, he got out. So he told the interviewer, he went in at 24. He spent 44 years locked up, and he said, so you tell me, do you think $750,000 was worth it?
Fuck no.
And that's what I mean, the perpetual hatred, which is what the scriptures say, but we call it discrimination and racism.
Right.
So these are the type of things that will never make me change my mind. Plus, you know, the scriptures, of course, Deuteronomy 28, that's kind of like, and Obadiah, I mean, them two alone, is like, it will never make me feel sorry for white people to hear about what they've done.
Right.
When I look at that brother.
Man, my uncle been locked up in prison for over 30-some years, you know what I'm saying? And he said, you know, he innocent. He been saying he innocent ever since he been in there. And, you know, they will not let him out, man. They will not. He been over 30-something years now. You know, I talk to him periodically or whatever, you know, and it's like, my grandmother, you know what I'm saying, and my grandfather, his mother and his father still alive, you know, my grandmother and my grandfather, on my father's side or whatnot. And my grandfather, he's 95 or 96. He's 96 or 95, either one. And my grandmother, she's 91. So, you know what I'm saying? And they want to see their son out, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, you in your 90s, man, it's like, you know, how long you got to go, you know what I'm saying? But, man, I'm like, man, people just don't know, man.
Because until it hit close to
close to
home,
home,
and
exactly.
happen to them,
Right.
they want to always give white folks benefit of the doubt.
Mm-hmm.
All the nations. But let it be something that happened close to home or something to them. But our people don't have no sense of mercy or benefit of doubt for our own people. But for that white man, they love that white man.
Right, exactly, right. Yeah, hey, I feel you on that one, Linzel, man. That's, man, I'd want vengeance though, man, on that, man.
Oh, the man,
yeah, the one who got that money, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna put it up there, but hey, Linzel, I feel you, man, on that, man.
where I'm looking.
Me and you think the same way, man, for real, man. On a lot of things, man. Hey, man, you right about that. You know, the hell with that money, man. Shit.
That's basically what he was saying. He was crying too in the interview, but that was his point. I would rather have saw my parents. He said, I missed 44 years of being with my parents. He didn't mention.
That's a goddamn lifetime.
He didn't
man.
mention no kids. He didn't mention no women, fun, partying, money. He only mentioned his parents and his sister who I know had to did the bid with him, because he was saying how the sister passed the message to him. With each parent, when they died, this is the message that mom and daddy said about you before they died.
Man, and they don't care, man. You in prison or whatever. You got family members, you know, that passed away or whatever, man. It's like they don't give a shit about you being in there. If you wanna, they'll only give you the right to see your mother and probably, you know, your siblings or whatnot. And then you got to pay for everything. You got to pay for the drive, the people, the goddamn prison guards who driving you there, accompany you there, the hotel, whatever is shit. You got to pay for everything. You know what I'm saying? And what men have, you know, that type of money to do shit like that? So 9 times out of 10, you know what I'm saying? They go on without going to their parents' funeral, their siblings' funeral or whatever. I mean, man, it's all, you know, man, they got to pay for a whole lot of shit.
And I didn't see the interviewer. I'm assuming it was a white person. I didn't see him, but just to even ask that question,
Right.
did the $750,000 compensate for 44 years?
Shit. Hell
What?
no. I want blood. Fuck
I
that.
know that's right.
But let's get
Moving
into
on.
let's get into this. Let me see which one we got. Okay, this Zelensky.
This is sudden peace.
Right, not being, you know, invited to the U.S.-Russia talks about ending the U.K. war. Let's get into this, and we're gonna be right back, y'all.
First time in 3 years, Russia and America officially sat down at a table to discuss politics. What were they discussing? Ending the war in Ukraine. It is something Donald Trump says he wants to do quickly, so his top diplomat, Marco Rubio, sat down with Sergei Lavrov, Russia's foreign minister. What came out of it? Well, nothing really specific on Ukraine or ending the war. They both talked about wanting to restore communications, a relationship between both sides. They even talked about the economic opportunities between both countries. President Zelensky is in Turkey, and he's not impressed at being left out at the first stage of these talks. America says he will be involved down the line, but President Zelensky has talked about it being dangerous, about there being the likelihood of mistakes if you're talking about security in Europe and Ukraine without both parties being present. So Russia and America have now brought in teams to continue negotiations, and the question here in Kyiv is if or when President Zelensky and his team will be involved.
Okay, so before we move on, can you guess what the elephant in the room is with this story? You, OG.
What the elephant in the room
Yes.
is?
What's the elephant in the room? When it comes to the story, what's odd? What's not right about the story?
You got to fill me in. I'm
Okay, so Trump and Vladimir Putin, Zelensky, they want to end the war, right? Trump is talking about how much money it's costing, how many deaths on Ukraine and Russia's end. They need to end the war, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but Zelensky, the head of one of the countries that's at war, wasn't there for the
Right.
first round of peace talks.
Right.
Trump was and Vladimir Putin was.
Exactly.
So what's odd about this? Or should I just tell you?
Well, it's the odd thing about it is why wouldn't he be there if, you know, they wouldn't want him to, you know.
It's his country.
Right, exactly. Talk about peace. Let's stop the war or whatnot.
Okay.
So they got to be plotting on him, or, you know, that's the farthest.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you.
Uh-huh.
What it is if you in a war, if two people is in a war and they want to have peace, don't those two countries who warn need to talk?
Exactly.
But if Ukraine's president Zelensky isn't there, but America is there, then who's really at war?
America and Russia.
America.
Okay, America and Russia. I get it now. You're right. Okay.
That's kind of what people were saying. This proves even more that it's America who's behind the war, because why is Trump having the talks with Putin?
Well,
Why
I mean,
not Zelensky?
well,
They brothers.
they look at Well, the whole world look at America as the police of the world. So it's like, you know, they the judge, and you know, we gonna stop this, and we gonna let this happen, and we gonna help this, and we ain't gonna help this. So it's you know, I see where you coming from, but the thing about it, America, they got their nose in everybody goddamn business.
That's the point. The power that the America has for now, and the
Exactly.
Trump administration has for now, to speak and represent on the behalf. Look, you can't nobody speak on my behalf.
Right, exactly, right.
Only
I see
person
where
who
you're
really
going.
can speak on your behalf is like your spouse, or if you don't have one, your mother.
But Arad, he just made a good point here. He said Trump don't care about Ukraine. Trump don't care about Ukraine or the EU. He don't care about them. He even said one time that, you know, he was even encouraging Putin to go and take over the whole goddamn Europe,
Yeah.
and to go to war with him, and you know, and he, you know, he don't care about them.
I agree that I don't think Trump cared about them. From what I was seeing, is something with the money. Like, Trump tired of America's pocketbook always being open and them spending everything.
Right, but no, Arad just saying, yeah, under Biden, the U.S. was fighting a proxy war with Russia
Yeah.
via Ukraine. Exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
And Trump, of course, he's still talking stuff about the Biden administration policies and how he want to shut them
Yeah.
down. But I just thought that was very interesting. How can two countries have a peace agreement talks on ending a war, and one country isn't even invited there, but America is?
That's crazy.
I'm like, that's
That's crazy. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? For you to say that and bring that out or whatever, it's like, wait a minute.
It
that-
shows you who's behind it. The
Exactly.
puppet master that's really behind the things that are going on.
Right.
There's no way you can speak for me. Could America speak and represent any of the Middle Eastern countries?
Hell no.
Could they speak on behalf of Iran?
No, hell no.
China,
Hell no. No.
North Korea? Absolutely not.
No.
So how can you speak on behalf of Ukraine?
Exactly.
How?
Facts. Right. That's a good point right
So
there.
it's just, you know, it's a lot
That's-
going on. And then I wanted to go into the sudden fear that all of this is bringing. With everything that's going on in the earth, you have a lot of sudden fear on both sides. I'm seeing it with Edomites and Brews alike. People are very unsure. They don't know what's going on. They don't know what the fate of them and their families are going to be. And I feel like a lot of people are scared right now in these last days.
It is. You're right. You're right. Because there's a lot of people talking about getting the hell up out of the United States. A lot of people. You know, and it's like, man, hey, I don't see nothing. I don't see nothing good about America. You know what I'm saying? I don't see nothing.
No, and plus the Lord say he gonna beat them to powder.
Exactly
So,
right.
You know, we
It's
think
gonna be inhabited. Ain't nobody gonna
Uninhabited,
uninhabit. Ain't nobody gonna be able to live there. You know, so it's like, you know, I'm a you know, build my future, or you know what I'm saying, somewhere else, man. America is finished. It's a mirage.
It is what they say about the American dream. You got to be asleep to believe it, because that's the only way. Because I used to be a big on the American dream. I was pursuing it. I really wanted the American dream, but I feel like I'm content with what I got.
A lot of people
Out of
saying
America.
the American dream is getting out of America. That's
The
what
American
I'm
dream
saying.
is a nightmare.
It is though.
But,
It is.
The nations are divided. We love it. We love seeing the European nations and America be divided. Meanwhile, the African nations and some of the Caribbean nations are coming together,
Right. Yeah.
being more like-minded.
Right, exactly, right. Arad said, but even though they cutting all this money everywhere, even here in the States, Trump will still cut a check to then fake ones over there. Exactly right. It don't matter what president in there. They still be cutting checks to them goddamn people, man. They still
Ukraine,
get right.
Israel,
Exactly.
and whoever else.
Right.
They feel like they want to support.
Hey, everybody but us. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
because
saying?
I was
Everybody
watching
but us.
some ICE deportation videos, and I'm like, who paying for that? They sending them people back on planes. Who paying for that? They got them up in hotels. Who's paying for that?
The government.
And who pay the government?
Through taxpayers or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And them just print money and shit.
Did y'all hear that they done finally released the tapes of Reagan and Nixon being racist?
Oh yeah, I seen that. I seen that.
As if we didn't know.
Right, exactly. That's nothing new. Right. But we're gonna go on and end this live, y'all. We appreciate y'all stopping through. Shout out to Linzel, Brother Araya, also the new brother that came in today, Richard Johnson. We appreciate y'all. We appreciate y'all for keeping this live on fire. Again, y'all keep the commandments, you know, keep y'all head on the swivel. And if y'all hear something, just, again, man, we appreciate, you know what I'm saying, y'all sending us the information that y'all send us so we can talk about this thing, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, on the lives or whatnot. And we can get more in depth on these subjects. Mm-hmm. And, you know, y'all know how we do it over here. But all praise to the Most High. We're going to be here same time next week. Most High willing. Y'all know what to do. So with that being said, we're going to say shalom.